These past 4 days of fasting are probably one of the best things that could have ever happened for me. Throughout this fast, I was tried in ways that I've never been tried before. I had found more time with God that I never really thought I had before. But see, I've done fast before, and most of the time it's been with food. It's been like the Daniel fast, where you go 21 days with water and fruits and vegetables, stuff like that, all the food from the earth, and you don't eat very much of it. I've done fast where you just go complete days without eating, such as 1, 2 day, 3 day fast before. And then I've also done kind of fast where you fast certain meals of the day, like lunch and breakfast or lunch and dinner, whatever it is. I've done those for weeks at a time. But when I heard about this project, I knew that I wanted to do a fast, but I didn't know what kind. I knew that it wouldn't be too much of a stretch for me to have to fast food. And so what I decided to do was to fast all secular media, such as watching TV, such as listening to secular music, playing video games, and even doing random searches on YouTube even. I just wanted to get rid of all that time, because when I sat back and looked at it, I knew that I spent a ton of time each and every day just watching and playing and stuff like that. And so I decided to make the most of that time and stop being lazy and to be fruitful in the ministry and learning and growing in God. And that's exactly what these past 4 days have done for me. I've already told you when I'm fasting, but there's also, whenever you fast, you're supposed to have a focus for it. And the focus was for my youth group in Waco. I just recently got a job as a youth pastor there, and it's the beginning of the year, and I'm really wanting to see the excitement begin in my students' lives. And so what I decided to fast for was my youth group there in Waco. That God really just began a revival, that He would begin to spark a flame inside each and every one of us at the youth group, and they would really get excited about what He can do in our church, first of all, and in their personal lives, but then extend it outside of the church, extend it to the community around it, and then just eventually get a whole movement going, just because our kids decided to get on fire about God. But now that the fast is over, it's time to reflect on what I really heard from God. And it's an interesting story with my youth group there. It had been about 1.5 years without a youth pastor. And I can relate to that because I went through the same thing. And so whenever I got there and I heard about their story, I knew I was supposed to be there. But I decided after this fast that God was really speaking to me to take this youth group in a direction that they had never been before. And so God revealed to me a name change that is really going to be symbolic for what this youth group is going to be all about. And the name at first was, when I got there, was Fusion Student Ministries, which is a great name, and I love the name. But now God has decided to take us in a different direction. It's kind of more symbolic thing of laying down the things of the past and moving ahead, moving forward, being ready for new things for God to do. And so for now, we're going to change our name to Breakthrough Student Ministries, providing breakthrough in our students' lives and in our church's life, and then in the lives of all the people in the community around us. And so I believe that this fast really brought about that name change, and it's really going to be powerful for our youth group. But now that the 4 days are over, I could really continue on with this fast, and I love all the fruit from the fast. But I realized that I can do some things differently than I usually would, because I spend a few hours every day just watching TV and being on the internet and all that kind of stuff. But I realize now I can manage my time better, and I can, spend way more time in the Word. Because throughout these past 4 days, I've averaged about 12 to 15 chapters of the Bible each and every day, and I absolutely love that. And so I know I can do things different. But all in all, this fast was very, very fruitful, and I'm so glad I did it. I learned and I heard from God, and it was a great, great time. And so I encourage you, whenever you do a fast again, just to keep pressing on and never give up with it. God has great things for you.